Oh, am I live? Am I live? Okay, I'm live. Good morning. Top of the morning. It is Tuesday, February the 16th, and I am bright eyed and bushy tailed. If you're watching the replay of this, good morning. Shout out to you. So today, I wanted to go live because matter of fact, I hope that you guys can hear me. Oh no. Okay. All right. So I hope that's better. All right. So I want to go live, and y'all see me in my background. I'm in my cabin with the grand piano and the little background. So this morning, I was definitely in a heightened state. And for me, I love to be in a inspiring environment. So because I am intrinsically motivated, right? I'm a self-starter. I love to have things around me that speaks to me and definitely wake something up in me, right? So this morning I have like this little flip booklet, and it said, God's got it. You can praise. It's easy to praise him in the sunshine, but your breakthrough comes when you praise him in the dark. He's there. And I was like, what? What? Yes. And then I was doing my journal. It was a journal. It's a 52-week prayer and like journal type of thing. And so it has sections for you to write down like what you're thankful for, what you need guidance with, what you want prayer for, all that. And so I began to do the gratitude part of it, right? The thankful. And as I'm writing, like things begin to flow and flow and flow. And it's things that I didn't even think about previously as a win or a thank you. So I began to think about this past week. This past week has been one that I just cannot put a word to. And it always goes back to purpose. And I wish that I could give you like I can give you insight into what I'm talking about. Like you can be a fly on the wall. Because it's hard to explain, but the feeling. So everything from the live podcast interviews I've been doing, they have been incredibly fulfilling. Doing the work, the alignment, just the connections, just everything. And when you know that what you do helps somebody, when you don't even know it, you think that what you're doing just normal, right? We often take for granted ourselves and our gifts and abilities, and we don't fully actualize what it is that we do. But someone else will definitely appreciate that. And it's incredibly fulfilling to be chosen for this type of work that I do. And so this morning is about gratitude. This today I started with gratitude, writing down what I'm thankful for, and it put a fire in me. It made me begin to think about the things that I often complain about. You know how we get caught up in things that we don't have. And the one thing that my guest Courtney has said on the podcast interview, she said, if you had an event and you expected 500 people to be there, but when you stepped out on stage, there were 8 people, where's your focus going to be at? On the 492 people that didn't show up or the 8 people who did? And that is so insightful because we often get caught up in the things that we can't see, the things that we can see, and the things that we deem as failures. So when you begin to start your day with gratitude, being thankful for at least one thing, there's so much more you can be thankful for. But one thing you can count on is being thankful for being here, just being here. I have learned that we often get in our own way. We think that we're due the next day, the next moment, the next season, but every moment And I will say this until I can't say it no more. Every moment is a miracle. It's a miracle. And so when you get the opportunity to yet wake up again, what are you going to do with that time you've been given? If I could just show you, if I could just like bring you behind the scenes into like everything that I do and all the people I connect with and all the synergy, I'm telling you, you want some of this too. So if today you didn't wake up with intention, with purpose, with gratitude, unfortunately, you missing out on the life that you could be living. See, it's not about chasing the money or chasing the things, the material things, because those are empty, lifeless things, right? But when you decide to live purposefully and you make the decision that every day, I don't know what that looks like yet, but I'm going to make the decision to do something different. I cannot tell you how fulfilling that is. And I know people talk about fulfillment, blah, 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 but there is no word that can describe the feeling. Last night, I was on my mastermind call with my people. And when I tell you that the purpose in me was jumping out, like was jumping, like, come on, like you were made for this. You are exactly where you're supposed to be at the exact moment. So anything you've been through in your life or what you're going through right now, it's not by mistake. It is not by mistake. You are in the right position. However, you have to be able to step outside of yourself to see yourself, right? The whole self-awareness key. So if you can't find nothing else to be thankful for, maybe your life is in shambles, you thinking, you know, kids ain't acting right, your partner ain't acting right, they driving you crazy, but you got up. You got up. And that's a big win within itself. There's people in your backyard who wish they can speak, who can see, who can hear, who can taste, who can walk. And yet you can't find anything to be thankful for. On Oprah's podcast, I forgot it was the life class or master class, she talked about the first time she did a gratitude journal and how it shifted her life. It shifted her thinking. And if you just started with one line a day, I'm thankful to be breathing. I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful that didn't work out, but this did. You will begin to see things differently. Your paradigm will begin to shift because it's all in perspective and perception. Your attitude, how you see things, is going to determine how you do things in life, right? So if you continue to play small and act small, it's because you have not found yet the things to be thankful for when you have so many things to be. I'm thankful for my background. Look at my background. I'm in a cabin somewhere with the fireplace. I wouldn't buy these couches, they ain't my style. I'm thankful I can do this though. I'm thankful that God has given me the confidence that I once did not have. Do you hear me? Last night, I reflected, like I really reflected, like y'all, I am incredibly intrinsically motivated. You know, maybe it's the Aquarius in me, but I'm very self-aware. And I just was just taken out. I was like, I can't, I cannot, I can't, I can't. You know, like I can't. It's just so much. But last night I was thinking about how just 2 years ago I did a complete 180 in my life. Do you hear me? A complete 180. I could not show up as my most authentic self. If you go back and watch some of my YouTube videos, my Facebook videos, I always wore makeup. You would not catch me without makeup. At the job I was at, you would not catch me without makeup. I would go to the gym with makeup. Okay? When I got around people, my voice would quiver like, yeah, I'm Shanita, right? I would quiver, because I didn't know who I was. But when you understand that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that you've been gifted with purpose, that your life is a gift, no matter how bad it may seem, where it started, where you at now, you have the power within you to shift your entire life. And I'm not telling you to believe past your own, like my daddy said, your press clippings, right? I'm not saying you bigger than anybody. I'm not saying you're bigger than God, whoever you believe in. I'm not saying you're bigger than that. What I'm saying is that you have the power within you to change how you see yourself and how you see the world. You have the power to change your legacy and your life. But it starts with a decision. 2 years ago, I was frustrated. And I'm like, you know what? Shanita, girl, like, what's going on? You want to apply for this job. You know you're fully capable of it. You working your butt off, helping people at your job and doing all this extra work. And so now when you want to apply for this position, you ain't going to do it because you feel inferior? And I had that moment like, girl, get it. Girl, what's that? Girl, wash your face. Girl, get up. Sarah Jakes, Roberts. Y'all. Ugh. And so it was that moment that began the process. It began like, you know what? All right, something got to give. I know I have not been through all this to be here. My life has to have more meaning to it. There has to be something more to this than what it is. And I began seeking. And I did one little thing, one little thing, one little thing. It compounded and became a bigger thing and a bigger thing. And that compounded. Do you hear me? So if you're thinking that, man, like I'm so far away, where can I begin? Where do I start? Begin with a decision. Begin with, I need change. I need a breakthrough. I need a shift. And then think about what you're thankful for. Yeah, my life may not be where I want it to be. However, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I think it was 2019. Yeah, 2019, or I think 19. I had wrote a letter to myself, and I read it loud. I read it out loud on Facebook. And the way I structured it was, I wrote a letter to my 8-year-old self, and I put the things that happened to me, and I said, "This happened to me, but thank you because of this, that happened." And I did it in that type of structure. And when I tell you, after a while of rereading that letter, it began to get lighter. The forgiveness, right? And get lighter and get lighter. And so, okay, now it's off of me and it's out of my hands and it's given to God. Y'all, I want y'all to see me as, not y'all, you, because I don't know who's watching right now. But I want you to see me as an example of what is possible for you. Now, I am nowhere, I'm not near where I want to be. I'm merely scratching the surface. But I have gotten to the point where confidence is about knowing who you are and why you exist. And that is 60%, probably 70% of the battle. So I don't want you to look at me as I'm here and you're there. Because I tell you, every day is a journey. Every day. You don't get to a position and you've arrived. You learn how to move in spite of. You learn how to have the courage in spite of. See, before it would freeze me. I'll be stagnant in my fears and feeling inferior. It would freeze me. So I didn't go here. I wanted to be a pediatrician, but I didn't think it was possible for me. And I knew that deep down in my heart, I always wanted to be that. I applied to Spelman, did the little essay, got accepted, didn't go because I was scared. It's so many things that I missed in this season, but everything happens in divine timing and it's in alignment. And so I'm here. And so can you. So the same way in 2018, it was 3 years. In 2018, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired and made a decision that something had to give. I did not have all the answers from day one, right? I didn't have all the answers. Like I said, I began a little bit, watching this video, going to this meetup group, connecting with this person. And I remember I had the moment, I think I was in my car and I was listening to Eric Thomas, his video, You Are Amazing. And I listened to it probably like 5 or 6 times. And I'm listening and it hit me like, oh my God, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Like the experience, if somebody would have saw me and heard me with my window down, they probably thought I was crazy. But they didn't know I was on my way to my breakthrough. Okay. So that would have been okay too. But I was sitting there like, oh my God, I'm amazing. Me? Oh man. Yeah. I wish I can give you some of this energy, right? Like, take some and try and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, bring it back. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this truly blessed you in some way and that the way you came, you leave a little bit different, right? So when you begin to watch the video, maybe you just like, oh, let me see what she's talking about. She always talking about something. Let me see what she's talking about, right? And then by the time the video is over, there's that little curiosity in you. That is my goal. So I hope that you find value in this. And I hope, because, hope is pretty vague, but I would say I pray and I hope that God to me and then whoever the higher entity is for you, that it's revealed to you, who you are and why you exist so that you can start beginning to live the life you truly deserve and both desire. For all those years, so I'm 34, so 3 years ago, 31. So 31 years, I always had visions in my mind of who I wanted to be. I always saw myself speaking on stages with people. I saw myself doing community. I saw myself as like a humanitarian. And in my mind, that never left me, and it's always been in my mind. But my reality and my mentality were not congruent. It was not congruent. So even though I had the vision was put in me, right? I didn't have it. The vision was deposited into me because the vision was given to me. But I did not know yet who I was. They couldn't align. I couldn't do it. But I had to go through the valleys. I had to go through the process. I had to go through the pain, the anger, the depressive states. I had to go through all that to understand who it is I am. I had to understand that, okay, A, B, C, D, you had to go through these processes, right? Like a diamond. A diamond, when you find it, I think it's a gem. It's a gem. But by the time it go through all the processes, the way you see it, you don't find it like, look at my hands. My hands actually, you don't find it like this. You don't find it like this. So the same way that we go through the processes, the diamonds do, it's us too. From process to purpose. When I was writing my ebook, I was thinking about how celebrities who we admire, and some of us idolize them, right? And I was thinking about how they all have stories. I really love Oprah. I love, I can never say her name. Iyanla Vanzant. Ivanna Vanzant, Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Jim Rohn, all these people. And as I was writing my ebook and I was thinking about gifted with purpose, I realized that they all have a story. They all have a process they went through. They all do. But we only look at them for where they at, for the end. But what it took for them to get there was a process. So we all have to go through process to purpose. Process to purpose. And that's probably where you are right now. You're in a process. And it probably don't feel too good. But who told you life's going to be perfect anyway? Okay. So back to my original thing, gratitude. I'm getting ready to sign off. But if you start with just being thankful for one small thing, write it down, speak it, type it on social media, keep doing it. But when you put on social media, make sure you're not doing it for the praises. Make sure you're not doing it for people to reach out to you. Make sure your motive is right, okay? Because a fine line between doing things in public for glorification and in private. So make sure you understand the difference, okay? If you have any questions for me, definitely let me know. If you enjoyed this live, please share it with someone who you know in your heart of hearts. They need to hear this message. Maybe they can't receive it yet, but you don't know what sharing it for them in this moment can do for them in the next moment. They may not watch it right away, but they're like, you know what? She sent me this. Oh, he sent me that. Let me just play it. And you do not know the seed that you have sown. All right. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about being gifted with purpose, I have an ebook. It is a easy but extremely powerful read. Gifted with Purpose is about showing you the key to unlocking your abundant and fulfilled life. Gifted with Purpose, you can find on my website, www.shanitajohnson.com. And it's called Gifted with Purpose. It's an ebook, instant download. You can get it right here, right now. It is not long, about 22 pages, I believe, digital pages. And it's not all words, right? It's broken up by graphics and all that. But Gifted with Purpose. If I knew what I know now 3 years ago, 5 years ago, my life would probably be different. But I like where I'm at right now, actually. So timing, my own timing, right? So with that being said, check out the ebook on my website, Gifted with Purpose. You can find it. You'll see it on my Facebook page. The graphic of it. I wish I can show you, but I can't show you. But definitely check it out. And when you do read, let me know what you think about it. What were your takeaways? You determine what you've been gifted with? Do you know what you've been gifted with? So I will see y'all very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. And don't forget to be thankful, okay? Bye. You want to say hi? Good morning.